Hey everyone, another evening walk for me before the sun sets. Way too early, but I wanted to follow up my last video based on some questions that people had, specifically around point number 3, which was the better living through chemistry. Some have asked about hormones and some have asked about peptides. And I think I'm going to break it up into 2 separate videos, to be honest, because there's a lot of material to cover. So to answer any questions you might have, yes, I am on TRT, or testosterone replacement therapy, and I've actually been on it for a while, maybe a decade at this point. A lot of guys don't realize it, but men, we lose testosterone as we get older. It sucks. You should have levels between 300 and 1000, and if you're below 300, you're probably experiencing lethargy, a lack of energy, drowsiness all the time. You can't keep muscle mass on, you have no energy to work out, those types of things. So it's really important to go get that test and get on some therapy. I'm on a therapeutic dose. Don't let whoever you go see as your provider try to convince you that you need to be on 1000 milligrams every 7 days. I mean, unless you really, really need that, but chances are that you don't. So I do about 150 milligrams every 10 days. And when I tell that to other people who are on this program, they're like, wow, that's not a lot. But guess what? Slow and steady wins the race. And my levels are back where they need to be. The other thing that I wanted to talk about as it relates to hormones is something that my provider at the weight loss clinic, BioX, told me about, which I'm surprised my urologist didn't tell me about, but whatever. He suggested that if you were on TRT, that you should also be on what's known as HCG. That translates to human chorionic gonadotropic. The commercial name for that is called Pregnal, and it is a fertility drug of all things. So men and women can both take it. But what it does for men who are on TRT is it actually keeps your body from shutting down its natural testosterone production facilities. So when you're getting this exogenous dose of testosterone, your body says, well, hell, I guess I don't have to produce anymore. And what that results in for some guys is shrinkage of certain family jewels, I guess I could say. And in other cases, it results in your body stopping producing testosterone on its own. So if you get on HCG, it tells your body to keep on producing despite the exogenous testosterone that you're taking. And I'll tell you this, I've been on testosterone replacement therapy, like I said, for about a decade or more. And I worked out some, but I never really got the kind of oomph out of it that I expected. But when I started HCG, holy cow, like my muscles started popping almost immediately. It was amazing, the transformation, just starting this drug, this hormone-based drug. I don't know if this answers everyone's questions fully around what I've done, but I would suggest for men that you get your levels checked for testosterone. For women, I can't really speak to that very well, to be honest. I know that a lot of women my age, maybe a little bit younger, are experiencing perimenopause or menopause symptoms. I have heard, and just anecdotally, I'm not a scientist, so don't take my advice as medical advice, but I have heard that the GLP-1s that I mentioned previously, like tirzepatide, retatrutide, and semaglutide, can really help women with their menopausal symptoms, especially the weight gain. Again, I can't speak to women's health in that respect because I'm not a woman. It's funny, men shouldn't be telling women what to do with their bodies. Regardless, I have also heard, just anecdotally, about women who are also on TRT because men have estrogen, women have testosterone. These women that are on testosterone replacement therapy have a huge bump in energy. They gain what we normally associate with masculine behaviors, such as aggression in work and sort of motivation. They also see a correction in the loss of sex drive. Sometimes, especially around the menopause, it just tanks. It just goes away. I've heard women describe it as being dead from the waist down. I don't know, maybe testosterone is something in your future as well. But again, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm telling you my experience with the hormone replacement therapy. It's been awesome, but I think it is really important to make sure that you are seeing a provider, a medical provider for this, because you need to have a couple of things checked, men, if you're on this. One is you want to check out and have your hematocrit checked on a regular basis. What hematocrit is essentially your blood thickness, how thick your blood is. And if your blood gets too thick, you have to go and donate blood regularly, only to have it thrown away, because they're just going to throw it away. It's not usable. The other marker that you need to be checking on a regular basis is PSA. This is a marker for prostatic cancer. Some men who get on TRT run into issues with this. It's a shame. Definitely have that checked out for sure. The Brits, as I understand it, have come up with a new test called PSE, which is like 98% more effective in identifying actual cases of prostatic cancer. Something to look forward to in the future if we ever get it over here on the other side of the pond. Again, happy to answer any questions you have. I'm probably going to do another one of these related to peptides alone, because that's a huge, huge thing. All right, take care.